Hey, we're here. Isa, we're here.
We're here. Here to what?
What is this? This is Main Street, right? There's some cute things here. There's a cute dessert shop that always has a line, but it's only open, I think, Wednesday to Saturday. It's called, what is it called? Franny's Cup and Saucer. They have coffee and desserts and stuff. And there's a liquor store that's open till I think 9 or 10 that you can get random snacks. And then the Arena Market, which is where I want to go, is this cute little grocery store, and there's like a little bit of a cafe in there, and they have everything you need, and they have good snacks and healthy choices and local stuff too. It's like a miniature Whole Foods, kind of. Oh, and then we found out that we have access to a timeshare here through RCI, which is that timeshare exchange. It's called Point Arena. What the heck is it?
Lighthouse.
The GEVC Lighthouse at Point Arena. So we finally got some availability there, and then we came back, and there's these. It's like this maybe 40 or something tiny homes. In this cute property that has a pool and a restaurant and a little convenience store, and it's like 2 miles from the Point Arena Lighthouse. And it was a perfect day with sunny skies, and so it was awesome to watch Isabella ride her bike and teach her how to yield to cars, and just like a cool way of making memories with your kid.
She did so good too, like
And
stopping
like,
and yielding.
Yeah, she's just really enjoying it, and then when she's pedaling, you hear her go like, woo-hoo!
Oh my God, her feet's like going a million miles an hour, you know, trying to keep up or stay
She has
close.
no gears on her bike, just like one. And
I want 3 gears.
you want 3 gears?
She wants 3 gears.
Okay,
You got it.
so you can go faster, yeah, because
That's my
she's
girl.
got tough legs, and she can bike her butt out.
Dude, hella fast, no fear.
There's this awesome beach. It's called Manchester Beach. It's about 7 miles away from Point Arena. And there's a KOA and a state campground in that same turnoff. So
Wow,
it's
good
not really a
throw.
swimmable beach either. But it's long and
You caught
sandy, and there's lots of driftwood that people made into little shelters. And you can really just have your own spot there and stay there for the whole day. I don't think, is there a bathroom in the parking lot?
No,
I don't think there's no bathrooms or anything like that, but there is a water spigot near the parking lot, so at least you can rinse your feet off before you get back in your car. And then on the beach, yeah, we didn't want Isabella to get in the water there because it's pretty dangerous. But there was this, what do you call it? On the other side of the sand, there was like a pretty big puddle that's about, 10 inches deep or whatever. So we just let her play on that side so she could splash around a little bit and make her sandcastle, or, play with the sand and shovel stuff. And later on that afternoon, we went into Fort Bragg, which is like 40 miles away from Point Arena. And there's a historical famous Skunk Train is what they call it, and I guess it's been running since like 18 something to take wood, to take logs up from Willits to Fort Bragg and out to sell towards San Francisco or something. Anyway, so these are the same train cars that have been used since 18 something. So we met at this Skunk Train depot in Fort Bragg, and it's like a 90-minute round trip. It's only 7 miles. It's pretty short actually, and it has I think like 3 closed cars and 1 open car, and we decided to stay in the open car and get some air. They sell popcorn and some snacks. I think Isabella's favorite part of the train ride was eating popcorn. But I thought it was pretty cool. You go through, it's called Pudding Creek Estuary or something. and you see redwood trees and
Lisa's first train ride.
yeah, that was Isabella's first train ride. And what did you say?
All aboard.
All aboard! If we're ever in the Mendocino area, my husband has to stop at one of 5 drivable California beaches. It's called Chadbourne Gultch. It's about maybe 10 miles north of Fort Bragg, and you can drive on the sand. But when it's high tide, what happens when it's high tide?
Oh, you can't really access the beach because it does come all the way almost to the parking lot. So there's like a little bend you gotta go around. But if you go around that bend, and once you get stuck in high tide, you're stuck out there until low tide. So
some
6
people
hours.
camp out there, but I'm too scared. But it's a cool beach.
I think that's my goal this year, is to go out there with a trailer and camp out there and get stuck.
No.
Well, I mean, not stuck, but you know, because of the high tide.
I don't, unless the high tide doesn't come unless the high tide, I'll go there after high tide and then leave before the next high tide comes. I don't want to get stuck. That's like, we made another stop at the Pygmy Forest in Mendocino. It is off Highway 1. I think the exit is like Albion. It's right near the airport.
These are the Mendocino cypress trees. What'd you see in the forest?
I see a tree and no color.
No colors?
No, come
What are
on.
you talking about, no colors?
Listen, I learned this.
So the Pygmy Forest, I guess these places exist in very wet coastal areas where I guess the land gets all packed down, and so the soil is super acidic, which stunts growth of any plants that are in that soil. So they have all kinds of trees like cypress trees, and I think some of them are redwood trees, but they're like over 100 years old, but they're only like 5 feet tall or less. So that was a trip, and there's like a wood walking bridge around it. So we told my daughter, because she said she was not excited about the forest. So we were trying to hype it up, and we told her that that's where the fairies live, and those trees are so old. And so we tried to make it into a little game. The funnest part to her was walking across this wooden footbridge that was full of puddles because it was raining when we were there.
Splash.
We just splashed in the puddles. We went on a nice little hike. It's probably less than half a mile.
I got one. That's
It's
hot.
off Highway 1, and it's called Newport Coastal Trail Hike. And it's just a nice grassy straightaway to this lookout point at the end of a bluff. And then there's a platform at the end, there's a wooden platform, and we just took a little video there and stared for a minute and then walked back. So to wrap up our trip in Mendocino, we had a really good time. There's lots of family stuff to do there, and there's lots of adult stuff to do there too. Can't wait to come back. I'm already looking to see when the timeshare is available and when we have time off on a nice weekend. Lots of cute little places that you can find, and a lot of nature to explore out there. You can hike, you can bike, you can swim, you can paddle, and it's just, you feel like you're away from things because it's pretty far away from stuff, but you feel like you're at the end of the world. That's what I liked best about it. All right, hope to see you soon. Bye.